You know what it is, bitch.
Welcome. Today, we are going to kick some serious ass in this game. It's been a long time since I've played it, but I think I'll be up to speed in no time. This was actually one of my games that probably was in my rotation as a kid more than any other than the first Castlevania and Contra. But it was a really difficult game, one of those that you'd get pretty frustrated at, you'd quit it, you'd come back to it later, but you kind of have to beat it in one go because it didn't have, passwords or anything like that, and it's a really tough game near the end. But right now, what I'm hoping for is ammo drops, which it seems like I'm getting a decent amount of. Yes. You either get ammo drops, bonus, or health, and don't really need health or bonus right now, and I'm full up on ammo already. That's great, because there's 3 different types of weapons that Batman has at his disposal. There's really only one of them that I use a lot, and that is the Batarang. But he also has pretty much like a rocket pistol and what's called a dirk, I believe. That's just what it was called in a book when I was growing up. They said it was the dirk. Yeah. But anyway, this seems to be going pretty well. It took me a little bit of practice earlier to try to get used to things again, because the game is it's kind of a bastard when it comes to timing. You really have to get your timing down as far as your jumps, your punches, all that stuff. And also, the emulation thing that I'm using, it took a little bit of tweaking because, well, I need to keep that on Batarang, but it took a little bit of tweaking earlier because it wasn't really running very smoothly, and that's kind of strange for an NES emulator because, it's an 8-bit system. Oh well. But anyway, we are pretty much done with the first level. We're about to fight the first boss. And I should have caught him in a little stun lock there, but come on. Nah. He should have been dead after that one. Nah, he's dead. Alright, so we're only down 10 on our ammunition, which isn't bad. We'll get that back in no time. And so yeah, things seem to be going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. But I don't know. Did you guys play this game any as a kid? Let me know. If you didn't play it as a kid, maybe you played as an adult. Maybe you got really pissed, and that's one of the reasons you're watching me play this is, you're wanting to take revenge on this game with me or something. Because this game really was tough. It still is. But I remember being a kid and just being so frustrated with some of the parts in this, especially near the end. This game really just did not pull any punches. This was a Nintendo hard game, Oh, got the health back. Okay. And I do a lot of weapon swaps, but mainly you just notice that I'm going with the old trusty Batarang. This is where the tricky jumping maneuvers come in. I almost didn't make that one. I hate those little mines. Alright. Second level's coming along pretty nicely. Now I've noticed with this video filter I'm using, it makes the game look pretty much like the old school versions of this game, like if you were playing it on an old CRT TV, and it just seems to run a little bit smoother than using the high quality graphics. It may be that it just hides the frame rate drops better. Like playing it on a CRT, I don't know. Because a lot of these games did seem like they have some slowdown, but but I'm not really noticing it now. I was noticing before with my punches, and it may have been input lag from my controller, I don't know. But another thing in this game is touch-sensitive jumps, like that one that I just totally screwed up. But it gave me some health back. Sometimes that's the beauty of the game. Sometimes it'll love you, and sometimes it'll hate you. Alright. So this is still coming along pretty nicely. Haven't died yet, but this is normally the part of the game where I start to lose some lives. Most of the time, anyway. Because you got a real tricky little section through here, and then we've got a boss fight. And the boss fight could go really good or really bad. So I'm hoping for really good, of course. And we'll let this guy come up, smack him around a little bit. Alright, here's some neat little jumps. You kind of have to fall off and then jump. It's kind of weird, but there's just some parts of this game where that's a necessity. I'm not really gonna try. I usually get hit by those guys if I don't watch out. Okay. And this is gonna be the boss fight. I'm gonna go ahead and do a save state just to save us time if I die a bunch. But yep, I figured I was gonna... Oh, damn. I did take a lot of damage. Maybe I'll be able to get through this okay still, though. Because this boss fight really isn't all that tough if you get a good beat going on it. Alright. Oh, you tricky fucking son of a bitch. Alright. That was clutch as fuck. Sloppy as hell, but clutch, I guess. Alright. Well, anyway, before we go to the next level, I figured I'd go ahead and we'll call this an episode, and you guys can join me on the next time, and we'll go through a couple more levels, and we'll just see how far we can get close to the Joker. It may take us about 3 or 4 episodes, but we'll nail this shit. But anyway, you guys join me next time, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.